Shalom. Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Shalom and welcome. This is Man's Final Steps. It is a continuing series to those who will be among the ranks of the 144,000 and multitude mentioned in Revelations chapter 7 and chapter 14. Today is February 7th, 2014. My name is Symmanayah. Again, I welcome you to Man's Final Steps, this continuing series. This is the conclusion of a multi-part segment entitled Priority Sequence, Order of Service. There are some critical things we must begin to think about as it relates to establishing priorities. I have presented in 7 of these segments and will present the final attribute that is a component that is very critical in our refining process. My brothers and sisters, we are facing some trying times, some of the most challenging times man has ever seen since our existence. I want to first thank you, salute you, and exhort you for your endurance, your patience, your tolerance, and listening to the words that I present to you. For I know they are mere words, and if they are righteous in any way, the Spirit of Yahusha would make them alive. It is the Spirit of Yahusha who I give all credit and esteem. It is the Spirit of Yahusha, my Messiah, of whom I am compelled to present these continuing messages. Priority sequence, order of service. Yes, in this final segment, this final portion to this segment, I want to address establishing unity. I would like to read the following before going into this final part of this segment. Let me read to you Psalms 133, verses 1 through 3. It reads as follows. See how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity, like the precious oil on the head running down on the beard of Aharon or Aaron running down on the collar of his robes, like the dew of Hermon that comes down on the mountains of Zion. For there Yahuwah commanded the blessing, life forever. How pleasant is it for brothers to dwell together in unity. My brothers and sisters, this final component to priority sequence is to stir your spirit to think about the details regarding establishing unity. There's no secret that believers are all over the place with different and varying teachings, translations, practices, and more. There are many camps, fellowships, groups, etc., complete with leaders and followers who already have within their mind who will be among the children of obedience. Wickedness and evil runs rampant, but to our surprise, the weight of the coming conditions will bring about the wrath of the Almighty Father Yahuwah. As for the children of obedience, we are not appointed to wrath, but we will face discipline, correction, reproof. We will face living instructions. There will be commands and orders that must be adhered to. We will witness right rulings and judgment. Many of us by now are aware that the Almighty Father Yahuwah has not appointed the children of obedience to his wrath, as I have mentioned. We have read how the wrath of the Almighty Father will be on the children of disobedience. Now remains the question of how do we determine who's obedient versus those who are disobedient? I submit to you the Spirit of Yahusha, through his direct guidance and instructions, as well as through his leaders that he will send to us among us, he will prove who is obeying his righteous orders. While there are many wicked practices reflecting people patronizing one another, a patronizing behavior, pat you on the back, I pat you on the back, you good, I'm good, we all good. These type of patronizing behaviors going along to get along. We can agree to disagree. All of these type of compromising behaviors will come to a halt among the children of obedience. As the 144,000 in multitude are refined and perfected, we will witness purging of the wicked ones as we move closer towards one another in a phenomenal gathering. It will be ill-conceived to believe there will not be a purging among us. It would not be wise to think we will not witness this bunch of people claiming to be right purged from our ranks. Look around. The strength of all these wicked teachings are strong. They're packed with leaders, followers, all claiming to be right. The magnitude of division and confusion among those who think they are correct is unprecedented. Given the strength of such erroneous practice and teachings, it should not take much insight to realize something very powerful is about to unfold. Something phenomenal is about to unfold that will humble those who in their hearts, in their minds, desire to truly worship and obey the Almighty Father. Given what is written in Hebrews 12th chapter and Revelation 3:19, among other verses, can these scriptures bring us to recognize that promises are made to those who desire to worship and obey? Yes, we will be refined, reproved, disciplined. We will be brought and shaped into obedience to the Almighty Father Yahuwah. Allow me to read these passages. Hebrews 12 chapter verses 5 through 11. And you have forgotten the appeal which speaks to you as to sons. My son, do not despise the discipline of Yahuwah, nor faint when you are reproved by him. For whom Yahuwah loves, he disciplines and flogs every son whom he receives. That's Hebrews 12:6. And as we move on, Hebrews 12:7 through 11 reads, If you endure discipline, Elohim is treating you as sons. For what son is there whom a father does not discipline? But if you are without discipline, of which all have become sharers, then you are illegitimate and not sons. Moreover, we indeed had fathers of our flesh, disciplining us, and we paid them respect. Shall we not much rather be subject to the Father of spirits and live? For they indeed discipline us for a few days, as seemed best to them, but he does it for our profit, so that we might share his apartness. And indeed, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but grievous. But afterwards it yields the peaceable fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Revelation 3:19 reads, As many as I love, I reprove and discipline. So be ardent and repent. I ask you, my brothers and sisters, could these be promises made to us as children of the Almighty Father Yahuwah? Can we expect him to refine and perfect us, especially in these last days, during these end times? One can get stuck on the literal context of this passage, or you can witness the life in these words as they are made possible through the Spirit of Yahusha. If we are indeed the children of the Almighty One, Yahuwah, if we are indeed being taught by his set-apart Spirit sent in Yahusha's name, if we have come to build a relationship with Yahusha as Mashyach, as our Messiah, it would be safe to expect much reproof and discipline along the way during these end times. It would be safe to realize that establishing unity is definitely key and will be key in the fulfillment of scriptures regarding those who will be gathered from the four corners of the earth. Establishing unity is key. It is key for gathering end-time participants. If all listeners to this message agree, it would only be wise to know some things must and will be purged. Yes, there are things we will come away from, and there are things we will reject from our sight. Either we will witness those who willingly yield to reproof and come to discover those in error, those who are captured by strongholds, and reprove such, or come away from such. We will not be able to continue with patronizing behaviors like, you're good, I'm good. You're a great brother. You're a great brother. You're a great sister. You're a great sister. Just saying things to make one another feel good. We cannot continue in this vein. There will be right rulings. There will be judgment. There will be actions that will result in people coming away from wicked devices. There will be intense times ahead, my brothers and sisters. Judgment that will result in people coming away from wicked devices. There will be intense times when individuals will be purged from the presence of the children of obedience. There will be those who will attempt to fight, kick and scream, yes, scream, but this will not stop what must be done. The Almighty Father, through his set-apart Spirit sent in Yahusha's name, will use his leaders to reject the rebellious. Like days of old, we will witness the powerful hand of the Most High Father prove who he has chosen to lead. Like days of old during Yahusha's exodus from Mitzrayim or Egypt, when order was established, we will witness unity emerge. Keep in mind, my brothers and sisters, not all of us are correct. There are many who will be disappointed, some embarrassed, just to mention a sample of what will come to be. There will be so many emotions flying in the coming days, but it will yield a fruit of righteousness among the children of obedience. Establishing unity is a must, and we will witness the living Spirit of Yahusha mold and shape his children into submission. He will use his chosen leaders, as well as he will come to us directly in spirit. We will be able to discern and understand the flow of the Spirit of Yahusha among our ranks, among one another. We will come into submission. You see, my brothers and sisters, there are many who may be strong-willed or stiff-necked, but the Almighty Father knows the inner parts of the heart, the mind, the total intent. Those who have been appointed to be among the ranks of the 144,000 and multitude are ordered and will be refined, for the scriptures will be fulfilled. It is not about him asking our permission. Establishing unity is a must, and we will witness the living Spirit of Yahusha execute all that is necessary to bring about the fulfillment of what is written. I strongly urge each and every listener to seek out the living voice of the Spirit of Yahusha and respond with a ready mind, body, and soul to act or shelter in place as so ordered by him, either directly or through his chosen. My brothers and sisters, I have presented 8 components to this multi-part segment entitled Priority Sequence in Order of Service. Concluding with this brief regarding establishing unity, I want to make this perfectly clear. The things presented in these 8 components to this multi-part message was not placed in any specific order. However, they were presented to stir your spirits, to stir our spirits, to cause us to pray and seek understanding, to gird up and establish a ready mind, knowing that as priorities begin to fall into place, we will see the things that hinder us as we move towards unity. The things that hinder us, we will see put in their prospective places. We will come to understand with clarity all that we are supposed to be doing, from our communications to our dress to our practices of set-apart times. We will know how to righteously and obediently respond to the living guidance of the Spirit of Yahusha and through those who he has chosen as our leaders. Be mindful, my brothers and sisters. We have come to face many realities. We can no longer afford to delay our response to what is presented to us. We will come to witness going through many trying experiences in these emerging days. Establishing unity will come to be. As I mentioned, there will be small groups that will merge into larger groups, moving into much larger groups until all are gathered from the 4 corners of the earth that are described in scriptures. We will face a refining process throughout each moment, a process which will be established, structured, refined more by the Spirit, the living Spirit of Yahusha, and through those whom he chooses to use. We will face some of the most toughest decisions in our lifetime in the coming days. I cannot stress enough that a sense of urgency is coming. For some, it has arrived already. Remember, this plan belongs to the Almighty Father Yahuwah, and He did send His set-apart Spirit and Yahusha's name. As we witness the establishing of unity, I submit to you it will be through our worship and obedience. For in our worship and obedience, we will lift up Yahusha, our Mashyach, our Messiah, and as a result, He will work in us, through us, towards us, and He will draw all men, women, and children to Himself. And in doing so, we will look to our left and look to our right. We will look in front and look behind, and we will discover a family being brought together, a body of one by His living guidance. Until next time, our brothers and sisters, continue to press forward with encouragement. Continue to stay on the path of seeking discernment and understanding, and seeking eyes to be open and ears to be made clear, seeking all clarity from the Spirit of Yahusha. Continue, my brothers and sisters, and remember, there are priorities. Yes, there are priorities, and there is a priority sequence. Humbling events will prove these words to be true, and these humbling events will come in the characteristics of all that has been described regarding end-time prophecies. Pray and watch. Our Father, our Almighty Father Yahuwah, in Yahusha's name, will not let us down. He will refine and perfect us into the image we are so ordered to pursue. These are indeed man's final steps. Stay tuned as we continue with more, much more. Until next time, shalom, shalom, shalom.